Basically, kind of rehearsal. And why this is important? As I said, this is from the fresher's perspective. For a professional, I don't think that is very useful, because a professional know where they want to go in terms of their life and what kind of questions can be asked. But for a fresher, it is very important to rethink that what kind of questions that interviewer may ask. What do you think? It is better to give a wrong answer or be silent when an interviewer asks a question, or be ready? Be ready? Alright, I'm assuming that this is what you're saying. So yes, be ready is always a good option, because you don't want to be quiet when he asks something. Like if he asks, why should I hire you? And you are quiet. Say thank you very much. See me next time. Isn't? And there are occasions that questions are very tricky. I faced a lot of questions when I was a fresher. And again, nobody came here to taught me that what should I answer. So think about the questions the interviewer may ask, and never ever write false information in your resume. Never ever copy paste the resume of your friend because his design was better or his English was looking good in your resume. That's the pathetic mistake you can do. Somebody writes, I like traveling. And the interviewer asks, hey, how many places you have traveled? You say, yeah, I live in Faidabad, I went to Mathura, I went to Kolkata. That's what you call traveling? So please, don't try to copy paste the resume of your friend, because if he asks the questions, if interviewer, understand from the interviewer perspective, what he will feel. If you don't have time or energy or interest to even devise your own resume, then what can you come and give it back to the company? You're a lazy person. Why would I hire a lazy person? You should write in resume what you really are, not what your friend is. Or I don't know whether your friend must have copy pasted it from somewhere else. It's like a copy paste chain going on. So actual person who likes traveling is living 1,000 kilometers from here. Decide what will you wear. I normally suggest wear formals. I normally wear formals when I go and speak some event, like today. So I think formal is the best choice. If you are going, I'm not saying wear tie for the guys or whatever formal is the definition for girls. I don't say that you be like very, tie, suited, put and all this stuff. What I say is that be formal, be in a formal wear. It should look nice. Now, at the same time, when it says decide what you wear, depends upon which kind of profile you are going for a job. So depending upon that profile, you should wear the clothes accordingly. Nowadays, there are organizations which doesn't care about your clothes. Doesn't care about your clothes. My organization doesn't care about what you wear when you come to our office. Except you should not wear pajamas and sleepers and all that. You should not should not come in your nightwears. But you should look decent. You can wear jeans, you can wear whatever you want to wear, that's all right. But at the time of interview, my best choice will be wear formals. It's a safe choice. Safe choice. Now, even the company is okay with you wearing jeans, then formal is also okay. But if company is not good, you wearing jeans, the first thing they will realize is, oh, now he is coming for interview in a jeans. They will say it another way. Are you getting what I'm saying? So the safe choice is to wear formals for both guys and girls. If you are traveling to an unfamiliar city, please leave on time. Because you giving an excuse and saying that, oh my, I got late because I'm new to the city. The thought which will come to the interviewer mind is, you should have left earlier. Is it? So always leave early if you are going to an unfamiliar city and you don't know where to go. Anyways, there is Google nowadays to take you anywhere you want to go, but I still advise you to just leave early so that you reach 15 minutes before the interview time. Make sense? Alright. Get a good night's sleep so that you are not nervous, you are not you're not feeling headache because of if you don't sleep in the night because of tension of the interview next day, then I think your next interview will be bad. So just take a good sleep so that you don't feel headache and all this stuff. What you should do few minutes before the interview. So the interview is about to start. What do you think you should do? No, you cannot do it before. Okay, so I think take the copy of your education document when you are leaving for the interview. Although again I would say it depends from company to company. There are companies which believe in you showing them a soft copy of their educational document, but there are still companies which will like you to, they will ask you, show me your educational documents, show me this and show me that. If you are telling that you are a master's in HR, can you show me the document of your credentials? So if you have credentials in handy, then you will be able to show it. Always carry 2 copies of your resume. One which will definitely gonna give it to the interviewer. Sometimes what happens is at the reception they take the copy and forget to hand over to the hiring manager. So if the hiring manager asks you another copy, so you can at least give a second copy to the interviewer. Or whatever the case may be, maybe you should have 1, 2 copies of your resume so that you are ready in whatever situation comes. Be friendly to the receptionist and the secretary. Now this be friendly doesn't mean you start talking about whatever you want to talk about. Be friendly meaning you should be nice. You should not be like, you should not show attitude to the front office executive because they are part of the organization. If you are not good with the front office team, that means you are an egoistic person. You are not humble. That means you are not humble. And if you are not humble, if you have ego, let's say for example, somebody has come for the interview of Vice President HR. And that person is not humble and talks rudely with the front office executive. Do you think that person is suitable for the organization? Why? Sorry? Anybody wants to give answer, raise your hands. I knew that, so I'll give you the answer. So the answer is, if the person is not humble with the front office executive, that means he thinks himself as bigger than a front office executive, and to the story, if you connect, his cup is full. If his cup is full, he feels that he has learned everything in his life, that means he will not unlearn. If he is not ready to unlearn, he will not learn new things. Because if cup is full and you don't make space for more tea, then what will happen? You can't put more tea, right? And if you put more tea, it will go out. So that means if the person is not humble, he is not good for the organization. And what I'm telling you right now is a true story actually. I don't want to take you through the story, but a VP of HR has been rejected because he was rude to the front office executive. He was not humble. So if VP can be rejected, I believe the fresher can surely be. During the interview, very important. I know how much I say here, but you will feel nervousness. You will surely feel nervousness when the time comes for the interview. Like the moment the front office will say, hey, ABC, your turn. Let's go for the interview. What will happen? You will feel nervousness. That is for sure. And that's, if you feel so, that's all normal. Because we feel so today as well. We don't go for that much interviews, but we feel nervous anyways when we go and do something new. That is very natural. I would suggest do something which will reduce your nervousness. And for that you can go to Google and find out how do you reduce your nervousness before an interview and just have a look at it. I don't want to tell you all the activities which you should do to reduce your, but I think there are a couple of activities which happen. Just for your information, our body is a mixture of chemicals. And it is very easy to control our body. Very easy. The only thing you need to know is how to control the chemical which get generated in our body. When you are happy, a different kind of chemical gets generated. When you are angry, a different kind of chemical gets generated. When you are sad, a different kind of chemical gets generated. When you are nervous, a different kind of chemical gets generated. आपने कभी सुना होगा लोगों को कहते हुए that they are very angry and they need to eat the chocolate to get okay. You must have heard people who say that when I am very sad, I eat a lot, or when I am very happy, I do this. Who let them do that? The chemical generating in our body. Anyways, today's presentation is not about the chemical in the body, but what I want to tell you is that even if you are nervous, it is easy to calm you down. Example, when you are feeling little to cry and upset and all that stuff, people offer you a glass of water. If you have ever taken a glass of water when you're crying, have you noticed that you get calmed down? Because that water calms down your body. What I'm trying to say is that if you're nervous, you should know what chemical is generating and you should know how to calm down that chemical in simple words. And go and find out that in Google. Alright. And have a firm shake hand with the interviewer. Firm doesn't mean you take off his arm. Firm means that just go and just try to show. It's not that you're just shaking your hands and he can feel that you are nervous and all that. Just go and shake your hand in like the way he feels that you are confident, even if you are